Cloning with the hanging hydroponics cloner system makes cloning easy to do. But here's some basics on basic cloning technique. The first thing you do is, on any plant, is you look between the third and fourth node, which has your best genetic material. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to clip that right there, like that. Now, in cloning anything, it's good to do your final cut underwater. So I'm going to shake that in the water, and I'm going to cut it at a 45-degree angle while it's under the water. That way you don't get air bubbles going up into your plant, which will affect the cloning. Okay. Now I'm going to take the plant and I'm going to scrape one side of it. I'm just going to scrape it a little bit. And then I'm going to put the ends and coat that in cloning gel. And before I turn the cloner on, I'm just going to let it sit there because this is a hormone. Make sure you don't get it on your hand or wear gloves. I'm just going to put it in the hydroponic cloner and let it sit so the hormone soaks into the stem of the plant, because once the hanging hydroponic cloner is on, it's going to wash most of the gel off. So I'm just going to let it sit. So I'm going to take the foam cubes, and these are nice as compared to other cubes which might be neoprene, because this breathes and roots and plants need air, and some of the neoprene holders, they cause the stem to rot. So we're going to put this right above it, and we're going to set it into the cloner like that. This is a big plant. Most of your clones will be smaller than this one. Take the mat, and once more I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to cut it close to the top of the fourth node down from the top. Again, I'll put it in the water, and I'll go up about 1/4 inch, and then I'll scrape one side, and once more use the cloning gel. You don't have to use this, but we like using it just because it adds just some hormones that the plant needs. And we're going to put that into the cloner. The cloner, you can buy any tray that you like, and it works with all of our systems. On this one we have one that has about 50 clones, but you can have a tray that has as many as 150. This is our tray that has 150 places for the foam cubes and the clones. This way, in 4 square feet, you can clone up to 500 clones in 4 square feet of space, which makes it the most efficient cloner. You have 2 leaves coming out. That is what a node is. That's where any plant will fruit and produce its leaves. So it's easy, you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's not an exact science, but that's the best place. That is where your genetic material is the most positive. So again, I'm going to put this under the water, cut it at a 45-degree angle, scrape one side a little bit. I'm going to pull off a little skin there, and we're going to put it in the gel. Place it in the cloner. Now on this one, the leaves are a little close, so it doesn't hurt to just about 1/4 inch from the stem, cut those leaves off. All you're trying to do is get a viable root network going on your plant, so it doesn't really need to be there. And I hang it out, 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch below the foam cubes. So today we're going to clone some colas. We have a couple different varieties of that. We have a different variety right here, so we'll clone it. So again, I'm going to go up to the top part of the plant. I'm going to count down 4 nodes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to trim off those bottom leaves because we don't need them. You want to have all that energy going from the plant into the roots. So if it has to expend energy growing the leaves, it's going to diminish the viability of the roots that you'll grow. So again, these things come pre-slit, so you just lay the plant in there and then put it in the cloner. Again, the cloner is turned off so that I can let that hormone, what I'm using this time is Clonex. It's a good product. All it does is enhance your cuttings and helps out with the root growth. And today I'm going to leave it in there a little bit longer to make sure that it has a chance for the hormones to work until so it doesn't get washed off as you're running the hanging hydroponics cloner. And always if you do accidentally put the root inside the foam cube, that's okay, because these foam cubes, unlike the neoprene ones, breathe. If anything, it will only enhance your plant. We're going to fill up our cloner full of plants, and we'll take a look at them once we're finished. And always wear gloves when you do this, because you don't want to touch the growth hormone.